Tomorrow we're going to go metal detect the Battle of Ebenezer Church in Stanton, Alabama. The Battle of Ebenezer Church is the battle between Nathan Bedford Forrest and John H. Wilson, which you may be familiar with the term Wilson's Raid. It was Nathan Bedford Forrest's job to try to stop Wilson from advancing any further into the South. And this battle is also one of the forgotten battles of the Civil War, which there are a lot of them. This battle is not really in your big textbooks, but we were able to come across it, and we've been doing some research for about a year now. And we think we pinpointed exactly where the battle took place. There was over 300 Confederate troops caught. You can kind of read it here if you can see it. I was trying to get it to where y'all could see it, but I need to show you the map, and I'll do that next because we only have one day and there is a lot of area to cover. Okay, let me go to the map. So here's a map, and I'll show you kind of how the battle went, and this way you'll see how big of an area we have to cover. So here's Ebenezer Church, and here's a cemetery. So the Confederate forces were lined up from the cemetery across the church like this. And Wilson's army, the Union Army, was coming down this road, and they collided right here. But Nathan Bedford Forrest realized that he was outnumbered, and he had to move his troops back. He moved them back here to the bend in this river because he was worried about the Union troops coming and getting behind him and flanking him. So he knew that he had to back his troops up here to stop them, because the book that I read said that back in the Civil War time, this river here was extremely high and the Union couldn't cross. So he moved his forces back here, and it stopped the Union Army from flanking him. But he ended up actually losing this battle, and they had to push all the way back to Selma, Alabama. So you could see the church. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here, and all this area in here we're going to metal detect in this bend, all in this area. And if we have time, we're going to try to get up here where the battle started. But this is a lot of area to cover in one day. But they say that in the books that I read that 300 Union soldiers, or not Union, Confederacy soldiers were captured. And as they were being captured, they were running, throwing their stuff off. Also, people were killed in here, so they, there's no telling what we're going to find in this creek and around this area. I know other people have hit it, I'm sure, but I don't know if they've done the research that we've done and actually pinpointed exactly where this took place. So we're gonna hit it. We got one day to do it, and hopefully we'll find some good Civil War stuff. Alrighty. It's, what is it, 4 o'clock?
It's right at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock in the morning. Me and Charles is headed to the Battle of Ebenezer. We'll hit you up when we get there. All right, well, we're here in Stanton, Alabama at the Battle of Ebenezer. I'll show you all this historical marker. But we do have a problem. Everywhere we've went, there's been no trespassing, so I have to wait for people to wake up. It's like 6:30 in the morning. Everything looked like county roads and this and that, but when you actually got here to it, people's got no trespassing signs on there, so we're gonna wait for them to wake up and see if we can't get permission. I'd hate to drive all the way here for nothing. Let y'all look at that real fast. Charles is around here somewhere. So we get permission to hit somewhere, we'll hit you back. Give y'all a shot of this old post office.
Look at the date. 1949 on that one.
Oh yeah, 1949. We hit it a little bit, but I'm sure it's been hit before. Like I said, we're having trouble because everybody's got no trespassing signs, even where it says it's supposed to be county roads. But we're going to keep trying. We got all day to try to get permission. All right, well, we're not exactly where we want to be. We got to drop into the river at another spot. The fella told us we could go on his land, but the bridge was out and someone else owned that property. So we're going to come down here probably a quarter of a mile farther than what we wanted to and walk the river, metal detect it, and then we'll get out when people start stirring and try to get permission.
Oh,
Oh shit. We're gonna have to walk the banks.
that's just deep. We're getting ready to start right here, Doug.
Yeah.
Careful, Jamie. I bet that water's cold.
Is that
I hear a
soapstone?
waterfall.
We gotta walk it to that fucking bend. We're just gonna have to walk it metal detect. Alrighty, we'll hit you back if we find something. We're gonna start
Did
walking.
you show them the beautiful
Yeah.
river?
So when we find a more shallow place, we're hitting in the water, out of the water. I don't know where all that water's coming from. Something white up there. And look, there's more rapids down. I don't know what's going on, but it's weird. Huh. Alrighty, we find something, we'll hit you back. Was just right here, got a good signal. Down in this hole and was digging and digging and digging. And looks like I might have a silver ring here. I'm gonna have Charles.
Ain't no doubt about that. Oh, it's a big one.
It's
too.
a big one. Holy hell.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh, it's a Future Farmers Association ring.
Oh wow, I wonder if it's real though.
I don't know.
Ain't that something?
Look at here what Jamie found. Let me see if I can
Yeah,
get
it's
right
clearing
out
it
of
off for me. Ain't that some shit?
That's beautiful. Good. You all right? See?
Man, I hope that's real. Even if it ain't real.
No, that's still cool.
Wow.
24 something.
24 karat?
No. 24 hours or something. I don't know what it says. Future Farmer Association ring. That is nice. I'd be ready to go home after that one.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna start looking down for this.
Let's see. Anyway, I'll check it out
Where'd
better.
you find that at?
Right here in this hole. They're all in these holes. It's still, even if it's not silver, I can't really see out here because it's so,
Junky. The color of it, it looks silver.
I know
It'd been a different color if it wasn't. Wow.
heck yeah. So we're going to check this river out real good. So I'll show y'all again at the end. I'll find out what it is.
That's an old one, brother.
So we just found a horseshoe in the
A
river.
mule shoe or horse. It's an older one.
Pretty old.
Nice.
And the reason we're not digging live is we keep going over all these rocks and go up and down, and it's so hard. So we're just going to, if we get to where we can dig live, we will. But while we're in this river, we're just going to hit you up when we find something. But that's a pretty cool find.
That is a cool find.
So I got another good target here. It was ringing in the 80s. Thought it'd be a coin, but actually ended up being a pocket knife. So we came here trying to look for Civil War relics and coins, and I think we're just going to stay here in the river because we had a conversation with a fella earlier that said that there's a guy that's been living here about 26 years and he's a big Civil War fanatic, and he's got a metal detector, so he's probably hit everything, but we can tell he hadn't hit this river. So we're going to stay in this river because there's got to be more stuff out here. But pretty cool little pocket knife. We find some more, we'll hit you back. You find anything over there, Charles?
Man, I can't find it.
Yep. Well, we're going up the river now. We went down it, but we got to a place where it was hard to cross, and then we come across one of the biggest snakes I've ever seen in my life. And I'm born and raised on rivers, and that son of a bitch was too big to even get around. So now we're following up the river. We see a good sandbar up here. We see little foot tracks where people's been swimming. Uh-oh, let's do a little live with Charles real fast.
Let's see.
See what he gets.
Oh, sounded like a dime. Damn.
Almost.
Let's go find out.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh, damn.
Got so much with our book bags. We don't even know. Look, Charles got all kind of stuff on there.
I got shoes.
Sounds like a coin, don't it?
It does. Help me, Jamie. It sounded like a coin, didn't it?
Yep. Oh, shit, don't do that.
Where is it?
Take big old piece of metal can or something. Oh, there it is, top of a bullet.
Yep.
Well, like I always say, you gotta take the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yep,
You never
old
know.
brass bullet. You save up about 500 of these, you make a dime. Cool. I'll take it.
Let's see what else we can find. All right, well, we're out of the river, and we left Stanton because, like I said earlier, there's a guy been living here 20 years, and he's probably hit everything. So we're on a seek and destroy mission, which means we're going to ride around till we find something, and we're going to hit it. And right now we're at an elementary school, and look what Charles found in the garbage.
That little faucet, you hook your pump to it,
Man,
and
that's
it
pretty
does
cool.
It's a water, continuous water.
So we found an elementary school, we're going to hit that, and then we're going to go look for some old homesteads. And there's no telling what we're going to get into because we got all day. All right, we're at another school, Dallas County Schools, Alabama. Charles is on the back side hitting the ball fields. From the back side I could tell this was kind of old, so I walked around here and I'm gonna hit all up here in this front yard, see what I can find. Maybe I'll find some silver, some Wheaties or something. Oh, here we go. 1908. All right, all right, all right. There should be something good here. We're at another elementary school in Selma, Alabama. We're gonna see what we could find here. We found a few things at the other places, and we'll show you at the end of the video. Yeah, Charles found some silver, but we'll show you at the end of the video. Hopefully we'll find something good here. We're back at the clubhouse. We found some pretty cool stuff. You know, we intended on looking for Civil War artifacts today and at the Battle of Ebenezer, but that didn't work out for us, unfortunately. But it was still a good day because we found all kind of stuff, and the river was a good too. And you see what Charles found over here. That's pretty cool. That was in the dump, or garbage can.
Put your something in there.
Shoot, yeah. And then we found what all you got here, Charles?
Man, I got a whole lot of just change.
Found a lot of
Separated
change.
this time. Got 2 925 little.
Oh yeah, that's silver. These are
That's
silver.
925.
Got that at was it a playground or
Yeah,
was
playground. Yeah, and then the junk.
it junk?
Got an
some of
old
this?
stove thing and an old door handle. And me a pencil.
Shoot, yeah. And then I got some coins. Now,
Some monster silver.
all this was found. This is what I found in the river. Found the horseshoe. This little, I don't know what that is. Some kind of gear thing. This knife. Now this ring, it actually ended up being silver, sterling silver, silver.
Silver there.
I already said silver. First time I ever found a ring in the river like that. First time I ever found a silver ring this heavy. So it was pretty cool, pretty exciting. Found a little ring. This was at a playground. Token. I don't know what that is. A few diamonds in it, but it ain't nothing.
He's a happy meal.
Flat. So, but all in all, it was pretty good. Next weekend we're gonna go to a metal detect where an old speakeasy was.
Yep.
So we'll make another video next week. But I hope y'all enjoyed this one.